Roman Abramovich won't be having this. Bournemouth did it in 90 minutes, but it took Manchester City no time to cruelly expose Sarri-ball. Chelsea were a complete mess as Manchester City thumped them 6-0. Maurizio Sarri hangs his head as Chelsea are humiliated at the Etihad. Chelsea were simply embarrassing as they were hit for 6, their worst league result since conceding 7 against Nottingham Forest in 1991. The visitors started brightly, pressing high, looking to impose themselves on City. That lasted for 2 minutes. But you can have all the attacking intent in the world, but it's a waste of time if Maurizio Sarri fails to drum into his troops the basics of defending. The Italian has complained he is unable to motivate his players, but the sheer dereliction of duty against the best team in the country will have the Blues fans fuming. Raheem Sterling opened the scoring after 3 minutes. Jorginho was yet again outgunned in midfield. Antonio Rudiger and David Luiz could not deal with City's attack. Marcos Alonso, a defender who has no interest in defending, decided not to bother Mark wide man Bernardo Silva, who crossed for Raheem Sterling to score after 3 minutes. Did Chelsea look to regroup and batten down the hatches to regain a foothold in the game? Not a chance. Sarri is not for changing. They kept trying to meet fire with fire and were picked off time and time again. Poor old Jorginho, the poster boy of the Italian coach's philosophy who snubbed Pep Guardiola's advances, must be wondering what on earth he was thinking or drinking last summer. Teams have cottoned on and are playing on the midfielder, while Sarri stubbornly allows the best holding midfielder on the planet to roam free instead of helping his mate protect his back four against Kevin De Bruyne, who at times was on another level today. Far too many missed tackles before Sergio Aguero's stunner, and they still pressed forward thinking there was a way back into the game. And when Chelsea can't defend, the boss wants the world's most expensive keeper to pull off some saves to keep his team in the game. Sarri's answer at halftime was to replace Ross Barkley with Mateo Kovacic. Kepa Arrizabalaga should have done better with 2 of the first half goals as he struggles to convince in his first season in the English top flight. Sarri watched on with assistant Gianfranco Zola blank-faced, staring at their 7th league reverse of the campaign. Even the reliable Cesar Azpilicueta was at it, clumsily bringing down Sterling for Aguero's score from the penalty spot to make it back-to-back Etihad hat-tricks for the Argentine. And his big change after the interval was to hook Ross Barkley and replace him with Mateo Kovacic. The midfield balance is all wrong under Sarri, with far too much reliance on goals from his front three. Barkley and Conte have mustered up just 8 in the league between them. Frank Lampard in his pomp would have eclipsed double figures himself by now. After a good start to the campaign, the wheels are quickly starting to fall off in Sarri's debut Premier League campaign, but the scary thing is, he looks to have no idea how to turn things around. Eden Hazard claiming his mind is made up about where he will be next season, and Callum Hudson-Odoi all of a sudden not even good enough to make the matchday squad. The outlook is looking bleak in West London. Maurizio Sarri insists he will not deviate from his tactics.